We know a lot of you are feeling forgotten at the moment if you're here in Australia with a temporary visa, such as a student visa, working holiday visa, or even a sponsorship work visa. We know a lot of people have lost their jobs as a result of the pandemic and crisis that led into an economical crisis for the moment. Um, so this video today is to try to bring you some light in terms of the information that is out there. You might not be seeing all the information, but mainly to bring you some hope and some faith that something may be coming as a relief to people here in Australia with a temporary visa. So a lot of you are telling us that you're not seeing anything in the news coming from politicians in terms of what can be done to help people on temporary visas in Australia. Um, Firstly, I think that this is a normal and natural response. There's a lot of pressure from the media and the population on politicians at the moment to come with measures and packages for Australians, and that's what they're focusing on. But that doesn't mean they're going to completely forget international students and other temporary visa holders. I really hope they don't forget. We sure haven't heard from the federal government, but we have heard from at least one state government, and there's other people in high places that are also talking about things that might be happening in the background. I've been living in Australia since 1996, and this country has never disappointed me. Of course, it's not a perfect country, and I don't think any place on earth is, but I think the response has been great so far, and I truly believe something might be coming for people on temporary visas. I don't know what, I don't know when, but that's what I believe in, and all our team believes in, so we wanted to bring this hope that we have and communicate that to you. Now, we're not just hopeless optimists. This hope is coming from a couple of things. One, we know that the Migration Institute of Australia, which is a professional organization for registered migration agents that we are members of, the Migration Institute of Australia is in talks with the Minister of Immigration in terms of trying to work something out. So far, they haven't said yes to anything, but they are still trying. They're still putting ideas and putting requests with the department and the Minister of Immigration to see if something can come to temporary visa holders. This morning, also, the Premier of Tasmania acknowledged that there are a lot of international students in the state right now, that these students are and were valuable to the state in terms of contributing to the economy, of not only working with skills, but also, studying and paying for their courses and buying things and paying taxes and all of that. And he said that they are going to look at how they can help people in student visas in the state. So we may not be seeing the federal government saying much about this, but maybe something's coming from the state and territory governments if we are to see Tasmania leading the way in that aspect. Also, the Queensland Minister for Tourism, her name is Kate Jones. She has also asked the federal government to help international students. There's 100,000 international students in Queensland right now, 500,000 in the whole country. And we, of course, cannot leave 500,000 people who contribute to the economy and to our multiculturalism and to the culture and society in general. We cannot let them down right now. So she is asking the federal government to extend the job seeker funding and relief to international students. We don't know what's going to be the answer. We don't know if there will be an answer, but all we can do right now is be positive, hope that this will happen, and also ask for help. So if you're in difficulty or hardship there, talk to your school, talk to your student agency, talk to authorities, and we will be soon posting a directory of organizations that can help people on student visas, working holiday visas, and sponsorship visas that need help. Also, I wanted to explain what is available at the moment for Australian citizens and permanent residents that is not available to temporary visa holders, just so you understand what is what. So the first measure the government announced was the job seeker payments for people who have lost their job or have been stood down. And what is to be stood down? It's when you haven't lost your job, but your business is closing, as a restaurant, for example, that cannot operate anymore, and they simply cannot continue employing you for now. So people who have been stood down are going to hear from their employer after a certain period of time, and they may or may not return to work according to what's happening in the world at that stage. The job keeper payment is different, is when your company is going to continue employing you, and you will be doing some sort of work, and what the government calls to be connected to your employer, where you're going to be working from home or doing part-time work, something like that. Unfortunately, none of these payments is available to international students, to working holiday visa holders, or to sponsored workers. As of now, we don't know if this is going to be extended to you. We don't know if some other type of help will be extended, but as of now, this is what is out there for Australian citizens and permanent visa holders, but not to any temporary visa holders. Because you cannot access any of these measures, you cannot access your super either. So Australians will be able to access some money from their superannuation, but so far they haven't let temporary visa holders access as well. So there's a lot of requests out there being made that at least people are able to access their super if you're thinking about going back home to buy a flight ticket and things like that. So as of now, we have the job seeker, the job keeper, and access to superannuation. This is not available to temporary visa holders. But as I said, the Migration Institute of Australia, the Premier of Tasmania, and the Queensland Minister for Tourism are some of the people, at least we know, are trying to get something on the works. And let's not forget, international students bring $30 billion to the Australian economy. If this industry collapses, there's a lot of Australians who will lose their jobs as well. So logically thinking, there should be some sort of relief to you guys. At the moment, it's still all on hold. Nothing has been confirmed, but I just wanted to reach out to you and say, keep positive. Maybe, hopefully, something is going to be coming soon. And the best we can do now is keep informed and keep positive. And if you need anything, we're here for you. We have a free hotline to help people who have questions about visas. Just get in touch and we'll be there. And hopefully we're all going to come out of this on the other side. And yes, everything will be okay again. Thanks, guys. Stay safe.